Come in, come in.
Holmes, my dear friend, how have you been?
Watson, ignore my well-being. Why haven't you been looking after yourself?
Now, whatever do you mean, old chap?
It looks like you've gained 7 pounds since I saw you last.
You haven't changed a bit with your witty remarks.
Well, bloke, maybe you should keep your manly figure and not let yourself go.
I didn't come here for you to jest me with your crude humor.
I have a proposition for you, Doctor. A job, a business.
Get to the point, Holmes. You need my services. What do you need?
The king put his faith in me to find his beloved, the stolen Diamond Flakes. He couldn't have a healthy breakfast today.
Who would be mental enough to steal the king's favorite cereal?
My point exactly. My dear Watson, Captain Crunch informed me that the king sleeps nightly with the box of goodness at his chest, like a watchful hound. This means only a skilled mastermind could have stolen it.
Well, then the thief must be an insider. Someone the guards would let in because of his relationship with the crown?
Maybe, but I believe we should look at the crime scene before we make any more assumptions.
Agreed. Let's go. Holmes and I traveled to the scene where the crime was committed. There, we met up with none other than the salty sea dog himself, Captain Crunch.
Watson, it's been so long, my merry old friend.
Ah, it's good to see you, Captain Crunch.
Enough with the chit-chat, boys. We have a case to solve.
I found a clue that might be helpful to solving this case. On the floor in the left wing by the king's personal loft, a surgical knife was found in the deepest crack between the wood and the door.
It looks like something a doctor would use, not a thief.
You're right, Detective. A doctor usually uses a tool like that for operations, but not to break into a highly secured castle.
Well, I highly doubt that little thing would pick a lock.
It would if the user knew what he was doing with it.
Well, I think we should brainstorm over some dinner. I'm very hungry after that long trip here.
Agreed.
The detective, the captain, and I break for the night and leave to attend dinner. However, in the middle of my meal, a message arrives for me.
Excuse me, Watson? Your dear old mother is taken ill. She has a high fever.
What? Holmes, I must be on my way to see her.
Run to her side, friend. I cannot ask you to ignore her over my case. It was good seeing you.
As to you, my good fellow, I stormed off so close to escape, but then it happened. A single diamond flake fell from the lining of my coat.
What?
Captain, no. This is a piece of magical goodness. I wish it were not true, but Watson must have stolen the Diamond Flakes. First a surgical knife, and now cereal falling from his coat? Watson!
The scene shifted as Holmes came to confront me about the Diamond Flakes. The detective walked through my mother's door. Please do come in. I've been waiting for you, Holmes.
You have been expecting me?
I knew you'd find out eventually. You always did have a brilliant mind.
Why? Why would you take the king's sacred goodness?
I cannot lie in front of my dear, sick old mother. If you wish to hear the truth, I will tell you.
Watson, what did you do this time?
Shh, Mother, do not make this harder than it has to be. Please, do sit, Holmes.
No, we need to settle this. Why did you do it?
I was in the Brazilian rainforest, and I had to travel through a thicket. It was no ordinary bunch of foliage, it was white. I was trapped for weeks, eating my way through the hard, bland horror. When I finally got out, I was craving anything but the plant I used to survive. I went crazy for food. I visited the castle, the guards let me in. However, the cooks were too busy. I overheard two nobles talking about the king's obsession with diamond flakes.
I've heard he has an obsession with diamond flakes.
Diamond flakes? How preposterous.
Indeed.
I then knew I had to try this apparently sweet sensation. That night, I took the box right under His Majesty's arms, using the surgical knife to break open the loft door. I then dropped the tool and could not find where it went, so I left it and ran.
Watson, I apologize that you were put through this. I will tell our Grace that you were not under your own will. He will accept this and let you free, but Captain Crunch must bring you in for the night.
Holmes, surely you can persuade him not to lock me up.
I'm sorry, my dear friend, but you did commit the crime of breaking and entering and theft.
But I'm a doctor, not a criminal.
It's okay. Even doctors are needed in jail.
Oh, bother. Can I at least get some flakes? Hmm?